Thanks for making the time to take the self-awareness stumbling block quiz. Now your quiz results are being generated as we speak and should be hitting your email inbox in about 30 minutes. In the meantime, let's talk about your results. Hi, I'm Thomas Miller, quantum breakthrough teacher, certified fitness and nutrition expert, and the creator of this assessment. Based on the information you shared and the little I know about you and your situation, your lack of self-awareness is definitely sabotaging your weight loss. In fact, until you improve your self-awareness, it'll be nearly impossible for you to lose the weight and keep it off. And the best way to improve your self-awareness is by addressing your biggest self-awareness stumbling block, which, based on the little I know about you, is most likely CBD, which stands for Cognitive Bias Disorder. Now, what that means is that your low self-awareness will make it nearly impossible for you to lose weight and keep it off for good, because when you are lacking self-awareness, your unconscious self-sabotaging behaviors are just running on autopilot. And again, the main roadblock to your self-awareness is cognitive bias. In a nutshell, cognitive bias disorder blocks your self-awareness because you're seeing the world through lenses clouded by your unconscious beliefs. This results in unconscious decision-making that sabotages your weight loss, as well as other areas of your life without you even realizing it. Now, there are many ways that cognitive bias shows up. Here's a couple of examples. Negativity bias. That's your brain's tendency to subconsciously place more significance on negative events than on the positive ones. Here's another one. Attention bias. This is the tendency to pay attention to things you like or don't like while simultaneously ignoring everything else. Cognitive bias is an unconscious process that impacts the way you see the world. So you think you're making objective and logical decisions and judgments, but in reality, your cognitive biases, aka clouded lenses, block your self-awareness, which leads you to make bad judgments and bad decisions. Like sitting down with a bag of chips, intending to eat just one, but something kicks in and you wind up eating the entire bag. Or having an all or nothing attitude towards your weight loss and health. Turbulent emotions cause you to drink too much alcohol or overindulge in food, the whole time thinking, I deserve some relief. Or blaming outside influences for your lack of motivation and consistency. Or waiting for that perfect time when your life situation is just right and all the stars are aligned and perfectly before you take that uncomfortable action that you know you need to take, or only paying attention to new information that confirms your pre-existing beliefs, or blaming outside factors when things don't go your way, or feeling like what works for everyone else just won't work for me, just doesn't work for me, or skipping a workout because you just don't feel like doing it, and then skipping all your workouts for the entire week or the entire month because in your mind you already messed up, so why bother? All or nothing thinking. Or when tempted by a dessert or other high-calorie food, you only remember the healthy foods you ate that day and unconsciously decide that eating that food won't mess up your progress. So you indulge. But when you step on the scale the next morning, reality hits and you're asking yourself, oh, why did I do that again? Here's the thing. Every human being has self-awareness roadblocks and unconscious behavior patterns and beliefs. They're usually the results of painful events or a series of painful events from our childhood. Increasing self-awareness and dealing with these unconscious programs, we have to increase our self-awareness. When we're experiencing the world through our distorted lenses, our cognitive biases, it's difficult to be self-aware, or as Eckhart Tolle calls it, conscious. Other experts call it presence, mindfulness, and stillness. But no matter what we call it, when cognitive bias prevents us from being conscious of our true essence, it is nearly impossible to make self-aware decisions that align with our true intentions and what we want out of life. So you wind up repeating the same mistakes again and again, the same negative behaviors again and again. Not because you're a bad person or a lack of willpower, but because your cognitive biases are blocking your self-awareness. Block self-awareness definitely sabotages your weight loss attempts, but research shows that it also shows up in other aspects of your life, like your relationships, your work, your finances, your overall attitude towards life. And here's the thing. The impact of these unconscious decisions and the power of the subconscious patterns get greater over time. Not only do you miss out on achieving your health and weight loss goals, but you also miss out on showing up as your authentic self, since your unconscious patterns are running the show. This means trying program after program, diet after diet, only to find yourself back at the starting line again and again, wondering, how did this happen? Not again. And there's more. As this yo-yo pattern occurs, your weight goes up and down, it throws off your metabolic hormones, making it physiologically harder to lose the weight and much harder to keep it off. So after about 5 years of yo-yoing, your weight going up and down, metabolic syndrome kicks in. Metabolic syndrome, aka insulin resistance, is a physical symptom and problem that also needs a solution. So now you have your unconscious lack of self-awareness working against you, and you have your body's physiology working against you too. And if you're over 40, I am, it probably has begun to feel like you can't lose weight no matter what you do. Again, I only know the small amount of info I gained from your assessment, but I do know the science behind your body's metabolic process and the unconscious patterns that take over when self-awareness is low. Thankfully, there is a solution. There are some practical and achievable steps you can take right away to get past the self-awareness roadblocks that have been holding you back. And there's a scientifically proven method to fix your hormones so your body regains its natural ability to burn fat for energy again. But before we go on, I want to make a couple things clear. First, you're not alone. Most people who are struggling with their weight loss are also struggling with a lack of self-awareness and some level of metabolic syndrome. Second, even if you solve the metabolic syndrome and lose the weight, your results won't last unless you get past the self-awareness roadblocks and have a shift in your attitude and unconscious beliefs. Here's the deal. Everyone has self-awareness roadblocks. In fact, there are 4 primary self-awareness roadblocks that most people have. I mean, even though there's often one dominant blocker, it's important to knock down all 4. Because when you remove all the roadblocks, your self-awareness will be an asset instead of an issue. So that's part 1 of your solution. Next is fixing your metabolism. Funny thing, most people think they need to lose weight in order to be healthy. But science has proven it's the other way around. We have to get our bodies healthy before we can lose the weight and keep it off. That means repairing your metabolic hormones and getting your body healthy. That way you can lose the weight. Science and recent research has proven that intermittent fasting can fix your hormones. Now, not just any type of intermittent fasting, but the specific intermittent fasting schedule that fits your needs. Science has also proven that intermittent fasting done correctly lowers insulin resistance so that your body is able to start burning fat effectively again. Now you might be wondering, how do I know what those 4 self-awareness roadblocks are? And more importantly, how do I eliminate them so I can stop repeating the same negative behaviors and start new healthy habits and an increased level of self-awareness? And you're probably also wondering, how can I incorporate intermittent fasting to fix my hormones so my body can burn fat normally again? I mean, that's 2 problems to solve at the same time, right? Well, this is what I do all day, every day. I help people of all ages and all stages of life to bust through their self-awareness roadblocks and repair their metabolic hormones at the same time. And I just so happen to have a step-by-step live workshop coming up on just how to do that. And because you made the time to take this assessment and tell me a little bit more about you and your situation, I'd love to hook you up with a VIP access pass to register for the workshop, which usually costs participants $300 to attend. But you can attend for free. Seriously, your VIP access pass allows you to choose whatever you want to pay. And if you choose free, that's okay with me, as long as you show up and get the goods. So in my self-awareness breakthrough workshop, I'll cover all 4 of the unconscious self-awareness roadblocks and the exact process to put an end to the unconscious behaviors that are most likely sabotaging your weight loss results and other areas of your life. You'll also discover the GH Fast Advantage, a unique and personalized approach for intermittent fasting that uses strength training to repair your metabolic hormones so you can burn fat like a normal person again. So we get your body healthy without dieting or pills and lose the unwanted fat weight for good this time. So say bye to metabolic syndrome and to self-awareness roadblocks, because attending this workshop will immediately shift you towards the healthy mind, metabolism, and body that you get to keep for the rest of your life. Now it's an exclusive live 2-in-1 workshop, and you have VIP access pass with your name on it. Now the only catch is this. In order to claim your VIP access pass, you must go ahead and do this right now while you're on this page, and before that countdown timer on the top of the page goes, or the screen goes to 0. So go ahead and do this right now while you're on this page and you're still thinking about it. Simply click the button below to claim your VIP access pass and get registered for the live workshop. I can't wait to see you there.